Hey, it's Sam here from KitchenGadgetsClub.com, and I've got a real treat for you today. We are having a trip to IKEA and cooking some of their frozen meatballs and mashed potatoes. We're going to serve it with some peas as well. We're going to show you how to make some cream cheese to make that delicious gravy. So have you ever been to IKEA and grabbed yourself a bag of frozen meatballs? Well, if you have, or if you've got any kind of frozen meatballs in the freezer, let me show you how to cook them from frozen.
First, let me explain to you who we are. If you're new around here, my name is Sam, and I've been teaching people how to cook smart with just kitchen gadgets for over 10 years. In fact, we don't even have an oven or a hob in our kitchen. We are double Sunday Times bestsellers, and The Independent calls us the best for beginner cooks. But because we've been creating videos for a while, we've ended up with more than 1,500 recipe videos on our YouTube channel. So what we have done is we have created a recipe index organised by gadget to help you quickly find your next recipe video. You can find them all at KitchenGadgetsClub.com/YouTube, and we would be honoured if you would subscribe to our YouTube channel for more recipe videos like this. So now let's get back to the food.
So should we talk ingredients and the prep that you need to do to transform your bag of your frozen meatballs? Well, first of all, I've never actually tried it until I was testing for this. And I've also added this recipe onto KitchenGadgetsClub.com. So if you do want the full recipe with full measurements and a printable recipe card and so much more, don't forget to head over there. But what I was going to say is I've never ever had the frozen mashed potatoes from there before. So if you are next to IKEA, do grab some. And they're really interesting, so you can watch this video and just see how they come out for cooking in the air fryer, and they make a really quick mash for your air fryer as well. So if you're looking for a shortcut, then this is it. Of course you can serve it with your own homemade mashed potatoes, but it's totally up to you. Kyle's really offended whenever anyone serves him smash, but he actually really likes these frozen mashed potatoes. So are we calling them flat packed mash? Flat packed meatballs, seeing as we're doing an IKEA special here. Are we allowed to? So anyway, other ingredients. We've got some beef stock. Of course, we've got the meatballs and the mash. We've got the cream cheese for making the sauce. So it's the cream cheese with the stock, or you can use gravy if you prefer. We've got some dried parsley, we've got some frozen peas, and I've got some butter here as well. So this is just a brilliant one that's so easy for dinner. And something else I'm really proud of and impressed with, as an air fryer user, it can often be really hard to find a casserole dish that fits. But I'm using my red air fryer and I've found this brilliant red casserole dish. Can you believe that? And it actually fits it. So you can do the same, or you can actually use foil trays as well. Because we're creating the sauce in there, you need something that you can put your food in. And shall we get started? So, let's get some of the ingredients out of the way. We don't need the frozen peas for ages yet. So we're going to start with just 2 ingredients, your cheese and your stock. So, look, red on red, doesn't it look cute? So, open up your cheese. Note you can swap this for Philadelphia cream cheese, because I know this cheese can be quite pricey, even though it makes a creamier sauce. But note you might need less liquid if changing up your cheese. You can also use the cheaper Aldi or Lidl cheese as well if you prefer. I love the Lidl cheeses. So get rid of that. So I've got my measuring cup there, and we're going to add half a cup, which is 120 ml of stock, to the cheese. Like that, and then pop it all in, and then that's ready to go in the air fryer. And note, I've made a little bit extra, so if it's too thick you can always add some more. So look at that, that looks lovely now, and that's ready to go on. So I've just spilt my beef stock slightly, so I'm just going to wipe that up first. And then pop out your air fryer. If you look here, it's a perfect fit. Look at that, doesn't that look brilliant? So now we can get it on. Right, so turn on your air fryer. And you're looking to start with 180 Celsius, that's 360 Fahrenheit, 6 minutes, and then press start. Whilst we're cooking, let me introduce you to Kitchen Gadgets Club. We recommend joining it because it's brilliant for kitchen gadget recipes with step-by-step photos. It's got lots of easy recipes. You can join for as little as £1 a week. It has a library of over 1,000 plus kitchen gadget recipes, and we add 4 new exclusive recipes every single week. Here are just a few of the recipes. Each recipe has both metric and imperial, step-by-step photographs, plenty of useful kitchen gadget advice from experts. Just take a look at some of the photographs. And of course, you can join by heading to KitchenGadgetsClub.com/join. And now, shall we get back to the food? And we've beeped, so shall I show you the cheese and the stock? So pop it on over, and then you'll have some nice colour developing on your cheese. So now grab yourself a dessert spoon or whatever you prefer for mixing with, and now you should be able to break up your cheese. Oh yeah, look at how soft the top of that is now, it's lovely. Look at that. So just break it up. Oh, and I can smell that stock, it smells so good. So then you want to just keep mixing. So as you can see, it's turning into the colour that you associate with your IKEA gravy. So now note, it will thicken and reduce as you're cooking the meatballs in it. So now you can add in your seasonings. So I'm going to add in some parsley. But do you know what the main seasonings are with Swedish meatballs, IKEA style? They are allspice and mustard powder. So you can also add in some of those as well if you like. So we've got our ground allspice. So you want to pop that in. Add in some mustard powder as well. So once you've added in your seasonings, we can give it a mix. And you'll get a lovely colour from that ground allspice as well. If you love these kind of recipes with some cream cheese, do also check out our fish finger pie. That's a fairly new video we've done, and we've used a similar system for that as well. So now you've made your sauce, we're going to add the meatballs to the sauce and it can continue cooking. So obviously I'm not going to fit a full bag of these in. We can fit a few in, can't we? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. We can make it up to 20. The recipe we've got on Kitchen Gadgets Club is for 20. Oh wow, look at that, doesn't that look amazing? I can't wait for this. So it's now time to pop them back on, and the frozen meatballs are going to cook in the sauce, and then the lovely juices from the meatballs will go into the sauce, and it really does make a difference to this dish rather than cooking everything separately. So let's pop it on, shall we? Now let's continue, same temperature and a cook time of 12 minutes, and then press start. And we've beeped, so shall we check on our meatballs in their lovely sauce and see how they're doing? This, I love this. I think the colour of it looks amazing, and it just looks like a fancy sauce that you've had served at a restaurant. But bearing in mind you've just added frozen meatballs and some cheese, some stock and a little bit of seasoning. It's just so simple and perfect for everyday air fry dinners. So shall we have a look? Oh wow, doesn't that look beautiful? So now you can just give it a stir and coat the meatballs in the sauce if you want to. I just like moving them about because you've got to finish the meatballs cooking, and it just gives them a chance to cook all over. But you can see now how lovely that sauce is. Oh, look at that, doesn't that look brilliant? So if you shall I grab a meatball and show you what they look like? Oh, look at that, doesn't that look fabulous? So they're not quite cooked there, so we need to pop them back on. So same temperature again, another 5 minutes, and then the meatballs will be done and we can cook the mashed potatoes. Or if you're lucky enough to have more than one air fryer, you can be cooking the mash at the same time. It's just totally up to you. So now let's cook for another 5 minutes. And we've beeped. So shall we have the final look at our meatballs and sauce? You ready for this? This is going to be good. Oh yes, look at those. They look brilliant, and that sauce is bubbling away. Oh, so look at this. Doesn't this look amazing? And you've got a lovely colour on the top of your sauce, or you can just mix it. Oh, look at that. Doesn't that look fabulous? Oh, I just love it. And you know, if you want it really thick, the one that we've done, that we've put inside KitchenGadgetsClub.com, because we wanted to show you the difference, we used less stock. So if you want it really, really thick, then a quarter a cup, which is 60 ml. Or if you want it like this, it's 120 ml, which is half a cup. So we've just halved it when we want a thicker sauce. So it's just brilliant like that. Get your tea towel underneath, grab it out, and we can put that to one side. And then you've got an empty, clean air fryer. Well, apart from the little bits I dropped, but you know, that's not bad, is it? And now, these are the mashed potatoes I was telling you about. So, use another container that will fit. So I've got these little casserole dishes. So, let's pop it all in, shall we? You can do as much as you want, or you can do a little bit. So this is almost a full pack here. I can't actually quite squeeze a full pack in this. I'm just going to take some out, so then it's easier for me to show you it and show you how it goes when it's done. So I'm just going to pop a bit less in. So then if you look at it like that, that's how it goes. So pop in some parsley, and then I've got a pinch of salt there as well. And then grabbing out my butter, and then break up some butter to cook with it. It can be a bit dry, I found, when I last did it. So what you can do is, when you're mixing up your mash, you can add a bit of milk, like you would anyway when you're doing mashed potatoes. But I did think they were very flavoursome. So then now that is ready to go on. So let's pop it on, shall we? So now same temperature again, another 8 minutes, and then press start. And we've beeped. So I've got a fork and I can just see how the potatoes are and how soft they are, and if they need a bit longer. So shall we have a look? Press that. Oh wow, look at those, look at the golden colour, but when you touch them, they literally fall apart, like it's like you've made mashed potatoes in there. Brilliant. So next time you're at IKEA, seriously, bulk buy the meatballs and the mash, because if you're like me and you've got one that's quite away from where you live, it's just so nice. I know in Australia they seem to have ones right near them. I wish they did here. Our travel time to IKEA is about 1 hour and 25 minutes. But look at that, you've just got mash just like that. It's just amazing. Another great thing from IKEA, hey? And then, like I said, if it feels a bit dry, you can add some more milk. So if you want to add a bit of milk, you can. You only need a little bit. And we've got a lovely colour from the parsley that we've added as well. So you impressed? Can you believe that for easy frozen mashed potatoes? I can't believe it because I've never had frozen mash before, unless it's mash that I've made myself and I've frozen it in a block, and then it takes quite a while to defrost, whilst this was cooked from frozen like that. And I can't believe how quickly it was done in the air fryer. I mean, that has to be new great, doesn't it? So now your job is to get your mashed potatoes out and your peas in. So tea towel again. Pop it to one side. And then these are the peas that we've already got out. Then, like with the mash, it makes such a difference when you add some butter. Or if you prefer low fat spread works just as good. And then pop it in. Now just 4 more minutes, same temperature. And press start. And we've beeped. So, shall we check on our peas? Oh yeah, look at them peas. So now just give them a mix round for that lovely butter. Try not to drop them all back into the air fryer like I have a habit of sometimes. And you get a lovely colour on them. Oh, add this lovely and shiny. And wasn't that fabulous? Can you imagine yourself doing the same? Because it's just so easy using your air fryer to put a meal together like this. And even if you don't like meatballs, I would batch loads of mash like this because I think it's genius and makes mashed potatoes so fast. Because it can take quite a while, can't it, when you're steaming it or boiling it or however you normally do your mashed potatoes. So it's nice to have some that's really quick and ready so fast like we've done here. So should we dish it all up? So, would you believe it, these plates that I'm using here actually came from my last trip to IKEA. I think these are lovely. Oh, and this gravy, it's just the best. And don't forget, you've still got plenty of lovely sauce in here. Then we've got some beautiful mashed potatoes. And then we can finish off with some peas. Oh, and don't forget that bit of butter in the bottom. Oh, look at that. Thanks for watching, and now you've seen a glimpse into our ovenless world. And of course, if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. This is what I call one of our step-by-step instruction videos. If you would rather have short and sweet, don't forget to check out our shorts. And don't forget to follow us on Facebook, TikTok and Instagram. And if you want to find videos quickly, if you head over to KitchenGadgetsClub.com/YouTube, you can see an A to Z list of all our YouTube videos, so you can find videos by Kitchen Gadget. And I'll see you again soon.